very sad today. First thing first, this week I have done a great job at saving money. Out of my last paycheck, I've been able to make it 1 week with only spending $100 at most. I wake up today, watching TV, all that good stuff. My TV goes out, and I'm like, oh no, why can I only hear the volume on the TV? Like, audio. It's like, I'll turn it off. I turn it back on, and it comes back, and it's working again. Then it goes off again. Now it won't turn back on. Now I need a new TV.
Oh,
I am sad.
I'm so sorry.
But that's okay. I've been playing Animal Crossing for like a week straight, so.
But how are you playing Animal Crossing, a console game, without a television? That's the part where you're supposed to explain what a Switch is.
Hey, I'm sorry, but we're not being paid to make ads for Nintendo.
Oh, ad.
I'm on LinkedIn trying to find a new person to come do a podcast with us. I'm writing down a note here. A guy won't stop making a frog voice, so I need to replace him.
No more Kermit the Frog.
Kermit the Frog.
Parentheses, not a very good frog impression either. And
First of all, fuck you. It wasn't a Kermit the Frog impression. It was a Jordan Peterson impression.
That's even worse because it sounded like a frog impression.
Yeah.
I mean, they sound identical, so.
Hey guys, and welcome back to the Infinite Adventures podcast. How is everyone doing tonight?
We're invincible! We'll never die!
And now John has jinxed it for everyone.
In the words of Andrew WK, you'd better get ready to die.
Oh, you better get ready living. Right? That's the whole quote, right?
No, the next line is you better get ready to kill.
Oh, what's up? Oh no, I was thinking. What is it? Oh, what's the thing about? It's like best get to living or best get to dying. What's?
I don't know.
Oh my god, that's like from a movie. I can't. It just slipped my mind. What? I'll think about it. How's everyone else doing?
Well, I'm doing well.
Well,
I think.
I guess. I don't know. No one was in a sharing mood today, I guess. I'm
doing pretty good. I said that. I'm also ready to die.
I got you. I got it from your end. I guess we'll just jump into it today. I really do hope all of you have had a great week. I've been having fun doing nothing but Animal Crossing. Best game ever made.
Stop shilling for Nintendo.
We'll never stop shilling for Nintendo. Nintendo sent us free stuff.
They didn't send me nothing.
Well, I mean, I don't mind selling out if it means Nintendo will contact us and be like,
Hey, I don't know if it's a personal bias, but Nintendo did send me to California and gave me $400 when I was 16 or 17. 16, I think. So I mean, maybe that affected my perspective of them. Who knows?
Wait, did you enter a contest and win $400?
Yes. I won a local contest here and then got sent to California to go compete in a little competition with everybody else in the nation that went to the competition in their local places. And then I won 17th place in the national tournament.
What was this tournament?
What was it for?
out of like 20 players, but you know what I mean.
Players?
What were you
ask
playing?
what this competition was for?
Is that what this episode is going to be instead?
I mean, I'm just curious. What
Very
competition did you have to attend to go to California and also win $400?
For Nintendo.
It's playing Mario Kart, Wii Fit, the Hula Hoop Challenge, some basketball in Wii Sports Resort.
Oh my god.
Completing a level in the new Super Mario Bros. And fuck, I forgot what the fifth thing was. There was a fifth challenge.
Oh my god.
Is that funny to you? It was the highlight of my personal career.
I thought maybe you were gonna say Smash Bro tournament, or maybe like or maybe Mario Kart racing tournament, something like that.
It was one track on Mario Kart.
Yeah, but then you say a Wii Sports?
Yeah, basketball. And then Wii Fit Hula Hoop. What's so weird about that?
Nothing. You're right.
So it was a Nintendo Decathlon?
Yeah, kind of something like that. Yeah, he got it.
I mean, one of the world's laziest decathlon. You literally have to sit down and do all of that. It's not a real
you have to stand,
one.
David.
You have to stand for the hula hoop part.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, and just pelvic thrust like crazy. That's how I won.
One of these days, John, please, you need to record and post on YouTube your hula hooping skills and those thrust muscles you have.
I don't know. I feel like that'd be kind of NSFW.
It
Hey,
depends
we
on
can
how
make
you
it
present
premium
it, John.
content.
Hell yeah, we can open up an OnlyFans.
I mean, I was thinking of Patreon first, but okay.
You gotta squeeze that
I
money.
think Patreon will sue us for putting something like that up there.
Nintendo would sue us first.
The internet would sue us.
Nobody wants to see that.
No, 4chan would sue us first.
Like I said, hopefully everyone's doing great this week.
Maybe not great, but good.
Well, I mean, your characters are in a dire
of a pickle.
situation, and things can get a lot worse before they can get better. So, last time we left off, we had the group travel to a new world.
And then die.
Well, that's fast forwarding a bit too fast, but you guys entered a dream ritual, which threw you into the Dreamlands, right outside a small place that has been named the Lost Caravansary, given to by Count Hasherton Laus IV. Upon arriving there, which took y'all some good amount of hours to find, you guys rode really sucky survival checks. You managed to find the Lost Caravansary, and as you do, it seems to have been in distraught, I guess is not the right word to use. It seems to have gone down, in a sense. Portions of the buildings seem to be collapsed, has not been well kept up with. Everything just looks a mess. Abandoned for God knows how many years. Because while investigating a few rooms in this building, you find a man.
We found an old guy.
You found an old guy who
Talk to him a little bit.
Called himself a shopkeeper, or the shopkeeper of the caravansary. And he said that he had not seen visitors in hundreds of years. And he can't even recall the last person that visited. And so he was very excited to see newcomers to the establishment. Even though you did succeed at a sense motive check, you knew when you checked it, I said that he was putting on an act. He was not really meaning what he was saying. You still try to talk with him, parlay in one sense, and with more of these questions you were asking him, he kind of just
Anya found a shiny rock.
Screw it. Well, no. Here's the thing. When you kept mentioning the rock, I said he didn't care about the rock. He was just tired of all these questions I kept asking, and he was like, "I'm tired of it. I'm tired of this facade. I'll just go ahead and kill y'all. Which he managed to do very, very, without any ease, in a sense. He stretches out his arm and casts a spell, which we've come to know was, what was it again?
Phantasmal Killer?
Yeah, Phantasmal Killer.
Yeah, he pointed at Assad, and Assad just kind of went flop.
And I will. Okay, so parting the curtains here. In the book, he says that he goes after the first one. He goes after is the one that he presumes has the least intelligence.
Okay, wow, all right, that's fine.
So the dumbest.
I said least intelligent. Okay.
Okay, hold on.
And
To be fair, I did walk in and then went right back out. That does make sense.
And so he, like I said, stretches out his arms and casts Phantasmal Killer. And Assad failed both saves and was killed on the spot. After a few back and forth, Nesso fell next.
Anya technically fell next.
Oh, I mean, okay, yeah. Technically, Anya did fall first. No, wait. Nesso fell first. Anya did, but then he killed Anya first. Coup de grace Anya. And then Nesso. I think it was that. Or I think it was the other way around. I can't remember.
Went down first, but Anya didn't die first.
Yeah. All I know is that Assad died, then Nesso, then Anya.
And now we're all nuts.
You guys wake up in not in the same location you started off with. When you performed this ritual, you guys were on the deck of the sailing Starling, out in the open, performing this ritual. Y'all wanted to be safe, and you thought the safest place to do it will be out in the open in case you guys failed again. While Anya doesn't notice, because like we mentioned, some of y'all did come back with madness. Some of those madness caused a certain person, Anya, to lose her sight. So the only one that really notices this difference is technically Nestle and Assad, but
Nestle's not reacting to anything.
When he came back, his madness put him in a state of panic. He is pretty much huddled in the corner of the room, almost like banging his head in fear of something. Nothing is causing him to react, other than the way he is reacting now. And you guys reawaken here in the situations we last left off. Now, what I didn't mention last episode before we ended was that the three of y'all or the four of y'all, because I did said, I think I did mention it. The Captain Furling is in this room with y'all. But other than her, there's also two more elder men who are in this room with y'all too, and they seem to be almost like examining your bodies. Like I said, Anya, you're not sure, you do not notice this, but Assad, you do notice that they are two more men in this room. They're not dressed like the captain's subordinates, so you can tell they're not crewmen of the ship. Anya, you probably do notice a hand touching you. You don't know where it's coming from. You just hear the voice of an older man telling you to calm down. Like, calm down, ma'am, calm down. And like I said, Assad, you wake up, you see this playing out. Nesso is balled up in the corner, in panic. You see Anya struggling to kind of get up in a sense. And then you see these two other men in the room, followed by Captain Freeling in the center. The scene is yours. Or all three of y'all.
Well, two of us.
Sure.
Hi. Anya?
Assad?
Oh my god, we're alive.
Sort of. Remember what I said about what happens if we die in the Dreamlands?
I'm gonna try to minimize as much as I pause, but Assad is having a hard time kind of like verbalizing, so... Yeah?
Pretty sure that Rasputin guy killed us.
Worse than any other time I've ever died. Did Nestle make it out?
No, you see Nestle. You see Nestle balled up in the corner.
I try to get out.
Kind of like
my...
almost like banging his head.
He
Just
was
kind of rocking
catatonic,
back
wasn't
and forth.
he? He was catatonic, wasn't he?
Yeah, so he's basically rocking back and forth.
Oh.
In a ball.
Oh, Jesus. No, I run over to him. I know there's people in the way, but I, like, if I can, try to, like, get out of the way and towards him.
And, maybe, like I said, there's other people in this room. It's not just the three of y'all. And so,
I'm aware of what I'm saying.
One of the older guys who is in this room tries to, he tries to stop you from sitting up, in a sense is like, well, you need to slow down. You need to stay calm. And then that's when Freeling, who you can see is like trying to soothe Nestle, trying to get some kind of response out of him. He turns to and sees y'all, both of y'all, probably sitting up at this time, a little bit confused, and she turns to you and goes like, what the hell happens to y'all? Last thing I noticed is you performed this ritual and you collapsed to the floor. I tried to wake each of you up, and none of you were responding. You were out for like an hour. I had to drag you into this room, and I asked these other two to take a look at y'all. What's wrong? What's wrong with Nestle?
Well, when you go into the Dreamlands, there are risks to dying. You won't die in reality. That's the good news. You just don't entirely come back whole, if that makes sense. It's recoverable just like when anyone else goes mad on a mission, but it takes time. The three of us all went in knowing that was a risk. I don't think any of us were expecting that Rasputin guy. I certainly wasn't.
Freeling, you don't notice it, but she has like a confused expression on her face. She goes, look, it's Nestle going to be okay. It seems like he has the worst of it. He won't respond to anything. And you just hear her, again, you can't see her, Assad, you do see her. She turns to Nestle and kind of like, you hear her whispering under her breath, like, Nestle, calm down. Speak to me, Nestle.
Okay, so what kind of check would it be to know what's going on with Nestle?
You're blind. You can't.
Right. I'd try to find out, but I can't see.
Assad gets back up again and tries to go over towards Nestle.
The guy standing next to you, like, son, please sit down. We don't know what you're suffering.
I'm gonna role play this a little bit. He kind of, when you say that to him, it's kind of like he can kind of barely hear him at all because he's focusing on Nestle right now. And he is still trying to move forward. And is there anything restraining him, or is it just or is he just sitting in bed?
No beds, but yeah. So you're just on the floor, laying on the floor.
Okay. If he can, he's gonna try to like scooch the guy out of the way.
Okay. I mean, he's not gonna force you.
Yeah, I got
stay down. So.
Okay. He's gonna move over towards Nestle, and he is going to put his hands on his shoulder. Nestle, are you okay? And I mean, obviously, I presume he gets a response.
Give us a mumbles, Justin.
I don't think Justin can mumble on cue.
yes, okay. The man. Oh, it's... Did you get that?
Yeah, no, I heard you.
We got that. I thought it was gonna go a little bit longer, but
Okay, I got you.
Is that? Oh God. Nestle.
He
Nestle.
can't even mumble insanely without laughing.
Okay, so that's all you hear coming out of Nesta's mouth. It's
I grabbed Nestle by the scruff of his neck and I tried to wake him up.
he's wide awake.
I try to snap him out of it. I'm like shaking him.
You're gonna slap
Yeah,
him.
no, I'm not slapping him. I'm shaking him.
Vigorously or
My inhibitions have been lowered. It's a little bit more on the rough end.
Okay, if you try to do it, if you try to ruffle him up a little bit on the harder side, Freeling would actually push you aside, and I mean shove you. He goes like, "What are you doing? You're just gonna hurt him more."
I'm trying to get him out of it.
By what? Hurting him more?
No, it's snapping him out. He's clearly there's something wrong with him. I don't know what to do.
Assad, there's something wrong with each of the three of us at the moment. Try to calm
Actually,
down.
you are the sadist one here right now. So
Yeah, I know.
in a sense, the man who is next, more, I guess, squatting over you, Anya.
Yeah, Anya hasn't blinked. She's still trying to open her eyes.
The man standing next to you, Anya, goes like, "Okay, what happened here when Freeling told us that you were performing a ritual? What kind of ritual were you guys performing?" That's towards you, Anya.
One that would allow us to go into the Dreamlands.
And what are these? It's what you're going through with your friend Nestle. If I'm not mistaken, is that side effects from the ritual?
No, it's a side effect from dying in the Dreamlands.
Like, how did you perform this ritual? Where do you have the books for the ritual?
You'd have to ask Nestle. He knows where all that stuff is.
You can see your friend is not in a state of mind to be answering
I can't
questions.
see a damn thing.
You know what I meant. Do you have an idea where the book is at? You're not helping him out. He'll turn to his side. He goes, "You boy, where is this book?"
12. Do I think he's a doppelganger?
I'm gonna say, as of right now, with the current situation, you can care less.
What book?
The book you used to perform this ritual.
I don't know which book it was. He's trying very hard to remember which book it was, but he is having a hard time remembering which book it is.
Black leather bound. I remember that much. It's the journal of the Count of... Fucking... What was that town called? Thrushmore. We were actually trying to find him before he does something absolutely horrific and bad idea.
Laos? Oh god, I hate him so much.
I don't blame you.
And
but right now I hate that Rasputin guy a bit more.
We wouldn't have had to deal with that Rasputin guy if it wasn't for this Laos guy.
Very true. And you guys wouldn't have had to deal with the Tattered Man if it weren't for this Laos guy.
Can you stop reminding me about these things?
Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's absolutely fine.
Black leather bound, you said.
Mm-hmm.
And he starts digging through the bags, whatever, and then that's when Freeling goes like, that's the book Nestle had when you performed the ritual. I threw it in that pile. And he runs over and grabs it. And he goes like, it's like, I've never seen a ritual like this before. It's dangerous. Why would y'all perform this kind of ritual?
to stop a guy from summoning a very old god?
The risk for these is it's too much. I was like, death in that world isn't permanent, but the person comes back with madness.
I explained this to both of them, and
The man is like still skimming through the books, through the book itself, and he calls over his other friend. He goes, "Warbin, come over. Take a look at this." And he walks up, and they both start reading the books and everything like that. He goes, he's like, "Yeah, I've never seen this kind of ritual. Have you ever seen this kind of ritual?" No, I have not. Do you think this is something permanent? No, I think this is not my field of research. I don't know much about it, but I think they can be cured. They walk up to one of them, the one that was with Anya the whole time, walks up to you and goes, "My name is Groza. What's wrong with you? I need to understand what's wrong with you if you want us to help you."
okay, which you is he talking to, Anya or Asaf?
She's walking up. I said he walks up to you. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, I'm trying to open my eyes, but I can't see anything, and I've tried, I don't know how many times to move my left arm, but it's not doing anything. In all honesty, I feel like I got off kind of lucky, and I wish that it were Nestle that had this instead of me, and me that had whatever is going on with him. He'd be a lot more useful right now.
I'm not exactly sure what kind of mental damage would have caused this, but is there anything else wrong with you? Anything else?
Did the captain tell you about the first time that we attempted to do this?
She hasn't told us much. She is a little bit out of it at the moment, and again, you see her standing over Nestle, kind of like whispering still in his ears, like, everything's gonna be okay. Just come back, Nestle. Just everything's gonna be okay.
It brought out some sort of extremely colorful, but not colorful shadow of something that I used to have nightmares about constantly. And after we defeated that, I don't think any of the three of us had a peaceful night's sleep since, and I haven't been able to think as clearly as I used to. I mean, I was never known for being the best at making decisions, but it's gotten so much worse.
And as you're saying that, you hear this old man, or Gorza's friend, Werbin, yells out. It's like, "Gorza, the ritual." And he goes like, "Yes." It's like, "What about it?" It's like, what he's talking about. If they failed the ritual, it sounds like they summoned a dream. It seems like it takes it and animates it.
Would have been one of my dreams then, for certain, because I was the one that tried to perform it at the time.
The old man goes like, "You guys are either idiots or brave fools for trying to do something like this."
Why not both?
Well, I mean, at the moment, it's kind of a mixture of both. She kind of points to the partial yellow sign on her forehead, and then at where she remembers the crescent moon appearing on her hand. I mean, these symbols appeared on us after the dream thing attacked us, and I got this while helping some people out over in Thrushmore.
You're pointing at the
crescent moon for the animated dream, and the tentacle for the helping people out in Thrushmore. Basically, the marks of being cursed.
Okay, and he goes like, "We noticed those marks. I thought they were just tattoos, showing you your alliance to each other. What if it's not that? What is that?"
Well, I found out for certain that this one here, pointing at her forehead, is some sort of curse, but I haven't been able to get that removed.
A curse? What? So you're telling me all three of you are cursed?
if the crescent moon thing is a curse, I don't know for sure.
He turns to Wereben and goes, well, before he speaks to Wereben, he goes, well, then there's at least one thing we can help you out with. Wereben, our bags, grab them. He runs over, he's like, oh, yes, yeah, right away. And you hear him shut the door, and then a few minutes later, you just hear the footsteps and run back to the door and goes like, okay, me and my friend here, we're professors. We were in Thrashmore on a sabbatical. We were on our way back to Casimir, and I guess it's your lucky day that we were on the boat. And Weirben hands over both of his bags and goes like, if Assad, you're paying attention at all, he takes out 4 scrolls. We always make sure to pack anything or everything we can. And I happen to have 4 scrolls that can help remove this curses you have.
He's talking directly to me?
Anya.
Oh, I was about to say.
Since Anya seems to be, like, again, not calling Assad dumb, but the smartest one.
Okay, it's. I'm only asking because you asked me if Assad is paying attention. Assad is not paying attention.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm only saying you paying attention because
me, the character.
You're the only one that can see what's happening right now.
Yes.
Everyone else is currently distracted at the moment.
My character is actually. Here's the thing. I know what he has, and he is very distracted right now.
Okay, and so he takes out the scrolls, and it goes like, just give me one moment, and I can see if I can help alleviate at least some of the stuff that is hurting you at the moment. And you hear him unravel a scroll, and he starts mumbling a few words. And next thing you know, a few seconds later, he casts Remove Curse on Anya. And okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the roll. And basically what Remove Curse does is that if cast upon a person, it has to be a person, it cannot be done on an object itself. But if when cast upon the person, the caster makes a caster level check, basically, so a d20 plus caster level, and if he passes the curse's DC, you lose all the curses that are inflicting you. So it doesn't remove just one, but it removes all curses that he successfully basically does the check on. So
having that intelligence back will be a really good thing for right now, because that'll allow Anya to help figure out how to fix this.
Oof. Okay, so he actually fails, and he goes like, he's a bit worried. He's like, it's like, let me check. And he looks over your body, and he still sees the marks on them. He goes like, I can try one more time. We had 4, so I don't want to waste them all on this, but it seems I can get you better at least. And he rolls up on one of the other scrolls and tries one more time. That is okay. So I'm pretty sure this still works. So for sure, you gain your intelligence back. That removes the curse that was draining your intelligence. Now I'm pretty sure it still works for the other one as well, because he got a 21, and the DC for the curse is also a 21. So
yeah, because attacker wins.
Well, I think defender. Yeah, I guess. No, defender wins. Attacker. No, wait, is it? I forget. But yeah, I think that still works. I think it doesn't matter what it is. I think it still works with a 21. So yeah. Now your drain isn't removed yet. So you still have the charisma drain from the curse, but you no longer have to do any saves.
And it was wisdom drain, not charisma drain.
Oh, it was wisdom? Okay. Sorry. Then who has wisdom drain?
I believe I do. Hold on. I think it's me.
John has charisma drain from what was it?
I have charisma drain, wisdom drain, strength drain, dex drain. Hey, if I get con drain and intelligence drain, I also get a free Subway sandwich.
Okay, and so here's the next thing. We can do two more, one for Assad and one for Nestle. But the DC is 21 now, so he has to roll. Doesn't have to roll high, but he still has to roll above a 12 to remove the curses.
If I could read right now, then I could. That would be so useful right now, but I ended up losing my sight. Shit.
What do I have wisdom?
This is in character, by the way.
Yeah. So he goes like, we can try to use these other these other scrolls on your friends, but it seemed like the curse that had been afflicting you, it's a very powerful one. Calls over to Assad and goes like, we can try this on you if you wish, but we can't promise we'll be able to help you out.
Huh? Oh, help me out with what?
The curse, boy. Trying to remove your curse.
Oh, yeah, my curse. The one where I died last night?
No, Assad, he's talking about the one that dream thing gave us.
And then he kind of like puts his hand up to his head and he's just like, the monster.
Yes.
God, okay. Yes, I remember that.
He walks over to you and casts remove curse on you.
No, let's see how this goes.
And we roll.
Oh, do I roll?
I roll.
Oh, okay. What was I heard you rolling earlier. Can't make me roll. Yeah, you want me to fail it?
Here's my second question now. Because I was gonna bring it up at the beginning, but I totally forgot. And I'm surprised John did not even do it. And he just got one that episode too. Why didn't you use your David point?
Oh, I didn't even think of that. Yeah. Huh.
All of you actually have David points.
As soon as that guy threw Phantasmal Killer at us, I was pretty sure we were going to die, even if we used the points.
Okay.
Hey, I heard
on my end.
I heard your fight after that. I could have helped. I could have took him on.
Okay, so I haven't rolled yet, John.
Uh-huh.
Do you want?
Yes, I'm going to use one up right now.
Place that on the table, please. Remove that from your list. I'll roll. Do you want me to roll them both together or one at a time?
One at a time. I'm going to keep the suspense. See if I wasted my cards or not.
Because what if I succeed on the first one then? On the first roll?
Then I'll feel like I know I wasted it.
Okay. If that's how you want to do it, I'll roll I'll roll one at a time. So the first roll is a 16.
Was that sufficient?
A 21 is what you need. So second roll. 23.
Oh, I'm so glad I spent that David point.
I'm putting my David point forth for Nestle.
Okay, so you're leaving Nestle with his own David point.
Yes.
Okay. Nestle. Or Justin, let's see if you are cured. I don't know if you're still on here. You could have been disconnected while we were talking.
I'm here.
Okay. One at a time or both together?
If you do one at a time, can I actually use another David point on the second one?
I mean, you can use another David point and make it 3 dice I have roll.
That's true. And then I don't know, but that's magical blindness, right? On yes?
It's actually madness caused.
Yeah, so I can't use a...
But none of us know that... Well, actually, we do know that it's caused by the madness, but we don't know that the cure blindness deafness won't work.
That is also
yeah.
true.
No,
So
doesn't know that.
it's also worth a try.
Alright, now I'm just going to roll 2 dice, unless you want to add a third one in there.
What is the DC?
DC is 21.
Would I get to know what the modifier is, or no?
No.
No? Okay. Yeah, Okay, I guess I will use my David point too.
And you don't have to, because I just have to roll. I have to roll a 21. And so I already said I kind of already gave it away because I said I have to roll higher than a 12. Here, I'll roll it. First one is okay. First one is does not succeed. Okay, so then I'll ask you now. Do you want to use the other one? Because I still have to roll one more dice. Do you want to use your other David point or just leave it to chance?
Yeah, I'll use another David point. I'm feeling like this second one won't make it either.
Natural 1. This last road now. Since you want to add your David point.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. I hate
Let's see if this is a 3 fails or 3 fails and a succeed. Let's see.
So, we're going to see if we're losing Nestle.
Natural 20.
Yes!
Ooh.
The power of the gods course through your veins.
That had to be one of the most, like, to go from a natural 1 to a natural 20.
Nestle, you're the luckiest dog in this world. I mean, you were a dog that did have his legs chopped off and, has mange, but you were still discovered by a rich family at the end.
So, is there a knowledge check that would be able to help with, knowing whether or not madness is curable?
Well, one of the, Weirben already said that madness is it's not permanent. It can be cured.
Okay.
Assad, since you're the only one that really can see what's happening around, as he goes and casts this remove curse on all three of you, Anya, you see on her the mark on her forehead, kind of just like Endgame style, turns to ash and kind of falls off her forehead. Same thing with the crescent moons on all of y'all's hand. It fades out into dust, and so now you guys are curseless in a sense, which is great because as we were actually talking during the beginning of the session, that is what was kind of giving us like basically setting down a countdown timer on how long it was going to take for y'all to be cured, because if the madness didn't kill y'all, the curse would have. So okay, so that's pretty much it. I mean, is there anything else you want to do for this part? Because after this, really it's gonna be dealing with the madness.
Anya can already think a lot more clearly than she used to be able to, but it's pure logical thought. Basically, Anya has been turned into Shiro from No Game, No Life.
How's Nestle faring again?
He's still a gibbering wreck.
Yeah. So y'all guys won't be suffering any more nightmares anymore, but you still have the madness to contend with. So if you want, we could just jump straight forward to the montage of you guys curing madness.
I just remembered something from from what you described about the Chain of Knights. It had information relevant to people being insane.
Yes, it does. It gives you bonuses for checks on those kinds of stuff. And if you want, you can inform them on that. But you can just warn them, like, you're going to have to warn them that if they read the book for too long, they're going to have a really terrible migraine for a minute.
Gentlemen, Groz and I heard another person.
Werbin.
We have a book that...
Oh, you think that's funny? You think my name is funny?
That was out of character, apparently.
I'll keep it in character.
Okay.
He ignores you.
We actually have a book that is relevant to helping with madness. I wouldn't suggest reading it for too long at a time, Otherwise, you will get a very massive headache. I mean, there are benefits to getting through the headache, but I don't know if they'd be worth it to you. Actually, they might be worth it. That hypnosis ability could be very useful in helping with the madness. But overall, it has a lot of documentation on the sapient creature's brain and how it reacts to different stimuli. It's called the Chain of Nights. She tries to get it out of her bag of holding.
Okay. And for the bag of holding, you just have to think about it, and it comes to you, right?
But first she has to manage to get her hand to the bag of holding, which was on her left side.
And if he sees you, like, reach for it and, like, maybe have a little bit of trouble, he guides your hand.
Thank you. Pulls it out. Here. Again, you don't want to read it for more than, like, 30 minutes to 45 minutes at a time. After about an hour, I just got the absolute worst headache. But I did notice that people were more susceptible to things that I suggested after that.
He has a concerned look on his face and goes, "You guys, your group, are a very odd one. Y'all carry very odd things with y'all.
We're fighting very, very strange enemies."
What a strange eon we live in.
I wholeheartedly agree with you.
I'm out of here!
But this could help with helping us with our madness. Would lesser restoration help at all? I have a wand.
Werebin, who's the one who's going through the books at the moment, he goes, I'm not sure, but I still have time. I still need reading to do. This is, again, this is not my field of study. Very complex things. But, if you have one, I'll take it, and, I mean, anything will help.
Pulls her bag to the front of her, and just reaches in, pulls out the wand of restoration, and just kind of holding it out.
And, Goras takes it and hands it over to Werebin. And goes, look, we'll try everything we can, but we're gonna need your help as well. After that, we can go ahead and start our
montage of healing.
Montage of healing, I guess. Freeling. During the time,
strong, independent woman.
During this time, Freeling, it's like we need to make sure that we have to try to get y'all better as soon as we can. I can slow down our travel time just by a bit. I still have a deadline I have to meet, but the next town we're visiting is not one I wish to visit with you guys in this condition. We should be okay. I can take care of it, but it's a little bit of a dangerous town. So I can try to extend this. I can slow down for a bit. I can give y'all maybe a few more days, but there's to be a point where I'm gonna have to set course at normal speed again, and you just have to be extra careful with the conditions you guys are in.
I understand, Captain, and we did end up learning quite a lot at a hell of a cost, but we did learn. I at least have figured out something that might be relevant in dealing with Atherton, because I doubt that he went through the Dreamlands himself without dying at least once, especially since he went to find the Mad Poet.
Okay, since y'all know nothing about the Mad Poet himself, especially she only knows him by, I guess, the notes she read. She's
name and reputation is all Anya really has.
Yeah, it's like you keep speaking about this Mad Poet, and this man is as dangerous as what you proclaim he is. I don't know why y'all still wish to go to the Dreamlands.
We didn't want to find the poet. We didn't have anything to keep him from killing us. I really hope that wasn't him that we encountered, although it would make sense. But I know his reputation. He's very reclusive and very powerful. He's a resident of the Dreamlands. You should never approach him without something to exchange to. Oh my god, that might have been the Mad Poet. As much as he was talking about trying to sell us something.
Sure, it wasn't just a pyramid scheme. Out of character.
Nice. I know for certain that it's more than likely a very bad idea for us to try that again.
Or maybe I could go more prepared.
At least
Hey,
not without
DM,
a large amount of preparation. This would be a wonderful time to go through the various things that we've gathered and figured out what we can do with what.
So we'll go ahead and enter this nice little montage thing. And so I think last session I sent you a link to look up the mechanics of madness and how they work. If I'm correct, only really one of y'all did that.
Two.
Which? Sorry?
Two of us did.
Oh, here's the thing.
I was not one of them.
Well, no, the other one just read a quick synopsis of what the other guy actually researched. But,
Assad can be cured in 8 days if they use the Wand of Lesser Restoration on him all 8 days. Anya, it will take... It depends on the intelligence or wisdom of whoever's assisting her.
yeah. Which, okay, so let me actually go into it, because I actually wrote it down and everything. And so, madness. The way it works, in this particular situation, you die in the Dreamlands, come back with madness. Each madness has a different DC attached to it, so depending on what you got, I think the only one that got the hardest hitting one is Nestle. You were talking about lesser restoration. That is you can use lesser restoration to help heal minor or lesser madness,
like
which
mine.
is what Assad is going through. And so alongside saves and a saves attempt and the wand, you can actually be cured a lot sooner than 8 days. Now when it comes to Anya and Nestle, you guys have greater madness, which are a little bit harder to get rid of. So doesn't matter what kind of madness you have, whether it be lesser or greater, 7 days of consecutive rest will allow you a will save to help lessen the madness. You'll still suffer it at full power, but you'll become closer and closer from recovering from it. So you'll roll a charisma? No. I just said you roll a will save against the DC of the madness, and if you succeed, you decrease the DC of the madness by half your charisma score. Minimum one. So even if you have a negative to your charisma, you can still at least minimize it by 1. If you are aided by someone for those 7 days, you get extra benefits for it. So the first thing is, if the DC of your madness, of your greater madness, or your lesser madness, it has 1 for each one, is higher than 20, then it gets lowered automatically to 20. If it's a lesser madness, it gets automatically lowered to 15 if it was higher than 15. So with aid, I think Nestle's madness was DC 24. So he already gets a huge help by getting it lowered to DC 20. I think Anya's madness was already at DC 20.
Assad's is a lesser madness and is at 16.
Okay. Also, if being helped, now not only does the DC get lowered by half your charisma modifier, it also gets lowered by the person who's assisting you. It gets lowered by their wisdom or intelligence modifier, whichever one is higher at the time they were helping you out. It is awesome. Because their total, what is their intelligence? So they'll be adding +2 to the subtraction of their.
And
Yeah,
that's
they'll be
per
taking.
week.
You'll be taking an additional +2 to your subtraction.
So yeah, that's -3 per week.
Actually, you can actually help them out a lot more if you give them your Ion Stone.
And you know what? The thing is, that Ion Stone would actually fully pay for the scrolls that they used plus their help. I looked that thing up. That thing's expensive.
I haven't looked it up, but if you give them your Ion Stone, they'll be. Oh no, that'll still be 2.
Oh, so it would increase their modifier to 5.
Yeah, so it'd still just be 2. What can?
Actually, there is something that Anya can do to help pretty much daily.
And what is that?
Fox's Cunning.
Fox's Cunning. How much does that raise the intelligence by?
It raises the modifier by 2. It gives a +4 to intelligence.
Okay, so it'll be so you get a additional +3.
So that'll be -4 to the DC per day, per week. Me and Nestle can be cured in 4 weeks. Granted, it's basically a month of just straight up working on this madness stuff.
Hey, I know that we're living in troubling times in the real world, but that sounds vaguely familiar. Hey, look, we can't laugh about it, then what's the point of being alive, right?
Yeah.
I get you. What is your guys' will saves at? Nestle and Anya?
My will save is at a 1.
Will save is at a 1.
It
My will
would be
save-
at a 4, but
I didn't take any minus to my modifiers, right? Oh wait, no, just wisdom. It's still at a 7.
Your modifier? Your will save?
My will save modifier, yes.
You get a +7?
I have a +7. Oh, and I rolled one.
Oh, wow.
You can hover over to see.
Okay, and do you not have anything that can raise your will on you?
I'm currently looking through the equipment. And then I'm going to look at the various concoctions and such that alchemists can make.
What is your will at, John?
-1.
Okay, so I'm gonna do this. Anya, I'm gonna let you look up stuff pretty quick. I'm gonna go with John first because he has lesser stuff. Okay.
Well,
So-
and the Wand of Lesser Restoration will actually take care of his in 8 days.
Oh shoot! Wait, hold on. My nightmare thing was cured, wasn't it? So I can take that nightmare curse off.
You can take it off, but you still take the drain.
Oh really?
You still have the drain.
Oh well, I'll just keep it on then, because that's notifying me about that.
You
Okay.
just won't be taking any more drain.
Oh, okay, good. So I still
Okay.
got to roll every day, basically.
No, not every day. Okay, so go ahead and roll 1 will save, I guess.
5.
Okay,
Off to a great
this will
start.
be on day 7. So 7 times 2 is 14. You actually pass it because the DC is at 2 right now.
Okay, good.
So you're cure of all your madness.
Oh, that was easy. Cool.
You get cured in 1 week.
Damn, son. I just got my heart got torn out of my body and exploded, and all it did is give me delirium for a week. Hey, can I just say, I know it sucks for y'all, but like I'm so glad that I got that out of the way, because playing Assad, who has cognitive issues and attention deficiencies, is very difficult.
Do you think you have anything that can help you out, Anya?
Not that we can afford to make.
So we'll go ahead and move on to Nestle. So Nestle, so the most so as of right now, it would take 3 weeks for y'all to make it to the next town. She said she can slow down the ship or the boat, or travel less, and maybe add one more week to it. But then after that, she cannot stop for anything else, unless for only for her scheduled point. She cannot make any more stops because she has a deadline she has to meet. So that gives you 4 weeks to cure as much as you can.
Aha.
So
Headband of Inspire Wisdom +2.
I think it's Nestle's turn right now.
does what is your the charisma? John, what is your charisma? Don't you have a band of charisma?
Oh yeah, I do.
Headband of
Somebody want to
charisma?
borrow it? Yeah.
You can give that to Anya.
Oh wait, hold on. My charisma.
They can give it back to you when they're done with it.
Okay, because it's good. My charisma is dangerously low right now.
What is it at if you take it off?
Hold on. I'm trying to see where I have a button for it somewhere. Let me see. Oh, it's not. It's not a button toggle. Hold on.
Oh, okay. So, using an item that I forgot that we had.
My charisma's gonna be at 5 if I give it to you.
Honestly, the Headband of Inspired Wisdom is a bit more useful to Anya right now.
Well, you can borrow my headband of Alluring Charisma and get +2
But I can't
charisma.
wear both at once.
Oh.
Wait, which one? Which one are you using?
Headband of Inspired Wisdom. It grants +2 to a wisdom bonus. I don't remember when we got it, but
I don't remember that one either.
Okay, we had to have gotten it somewhere in the basement because we got it after the holy water. Oh, we got it from the chick in the room with the yellow sign.
Oh, probably.
Millicent.
I don't remember, but yeah, probably she did have it then. Okay. So what does that make? What does that give your DC? I mean, what's your will after that?
That brings my will to a 2.
2.
Instead of a 1. It's not much, but it's bonus.
It is not much. Okay. So
But it's Nestle up for his
yeah, we'll do
save
Nestle first. Nestle, give me a will save.
25.
25. Okay, so you succeed on your first week. So what is your charisma modifier?
My charisma modifier right now is a -1.
Okay. So even with the headband, at most you can take -1. The most you can do is subtracted by 1. With Anya's help, she gives Fox cunning throughout the days that they're helping out, and so the wisdom gets a little. So it's gonna be. We said it was a +3, right? So,
it gives a +2 to their modifier.
Okay, so it'll be a 4. So that'll be 4 points. I'll be subtracted from it. Okay.
You said charisma, right? No.
Yeah, charisma. It gets lowered down to 16. So you actually need 5 weeks to get cured.
Need 5 weeks? Jeez.
Yeah, unless you can.
No, the 4th week would bring it down to 0.
Well, no, because it's only going down 4 points at a time.
Oh, shit. Right.
And it's 20.
Well, at the very least, Assad is available to help protect the ship.
I mean, you're still available to do something too.
Yeah. And of course, Anya's letting these guys work with both her and Andrus, just in case. Because it makes logical sense that both her and Andrus are affected. That probably freaks them out a little.
So, okay. So I'll say this. If y'all guys if I gotta get a 20 on it, y'all can do double healing on it. So y'all can probably cure yourself. That's just a sweet rule I'll make. Okay, so give me another will save.
Well, there's me.
So you figured out there's nothing you can do to raise your wisdom or charisma or anything like that?
I can either raise my wisdom or my charisma, and in order to make the save, I gotta go with the wisdom.
Okay, so Anya, give me a will save.
Fingers crossed, guys. Fingers crossed.
That is a no. So you make no progress at the end of the first week.
She's too distracted making foxes cunning for the guys.
Second week, both of you, I'll give you another will save. So you're good, Nestle. Yours gets lowered down to
Almost.
12. Oof. Almost.
This energy drain is killing me.
It is. You make no progress on.
I mean, if we had straight restoration, that could fix the energy drain.
Okay, so next week, give me another rolls.
Nope.
That's a no on you. And okay, so this is the last week you have before you're gonna make dock at the next town. So everyone roll.
Nope.
You made no progress this week.
Crit.
Oh, was that a crit?
Yeah,
Nestle's fine.
I said if you crit, you'll do double, and you had 8 left. You reduce it down to 0, so you're good.
Oh shit! Anya can't use her bombs.
Is he too stupid?
No, she can't use both hands.
You need both your hands to throw one bomb?
Yes.
Hey, look at the bright side. Anders can still hit people with one arm.
That's it. You just got to rely on your mutagens to give you strength, and then take some extracts that can help out or counteract that. Okay, so
gonna have to find some scrolls or a wizard that knows Bull's strength. Luckily, I've still got shield. Anya does not like being blind and one-armed.
Okay, so 1 month passes since your last excursion into the Dreamlands. Anya sadly has not been able to recover from what's happening. Either something, I mean, yes, we know you technically are not healing because of all this damage done to your mental state with all these drains and the effect that the curse has had on you.
She's just not able to focus, that's it.
Maybe it's more of what you're trying to do is help the other two before you can fix yourself. You can say Anya maybe felt like she's, ever since joining the party, maybe she's caused a little bit more damage than anything else. And so maybe that part is what is distracting Anya. It's like, yeah, I need to get better, but I mean, do I really? I've been hurting them more than anything else. But Frieding is like, we need to fix them. I can't stop the boat any longer. We're gonna make dock tomorrow morning. And it's like, hopefully they wake up and they're back to normal. And she's talking to Assad here because I don't know who Assad would spend most of his time with. Maybe Nestle more than Anya. But I'm not going to make that choice for you.
No, I feel like he would. Just because Nestle's in a worse spot than Anya, honestly. And also, like, he's known Nestle longer. So that would just make the most sense.
She's hoping there. She stays with Nestle overnight. And the next morning, Nestle, you wake up. You're probably one of the first ones to wake up in this, like, very crowded room. And, you got your senses back. You're back to normal. What do you do?
I look around. Sod. Sleep. Yeah.
Massive headache.
Ow. Hurts. I open my eyes and I look around. Where am I?
He said he was awake by himself, right?
Yeah, I'd say he's the first one to wake up. It's like, you know you're in the cabins y'all been using as I guess your sleeping quarters.
Anya's basically propped up on her, kind of leaning against her little lab station.
She probably fell asleep while working on something.
How early would you say it is? Like 5 o'clock or something?
Yeah, you can say 5 o'clock.
Alright. Maybe some fresh air might help. I get up and open the door. I don't see anyone suspicious, right? Or anyone near me.
No.
It's just...
It's weird that this whole room is filled with like, well, okay, one, you see two men that you've never seen before. Oh wait, no, you see two men in here. The only time you've seen them was when you first were loading onto the boat itself. She told you that y'all three were not the only ones she was taking. She was taking two more, and it's these two guys. So you've seen them probably once or twice on the boat. They typically stayed under below deck. They probably stayed below deck. But yeah, for some reason they're in this room. Like I said, Freeling is in this room. She's fallen asleep, and then yeah, Anya and Assad are in here. And if you leave the room to go outside for, like you said, fresh air, then I guess we could just keep going. A few minutes later, probably Assad wakes up. Next one to wake up, and if you look around, you see that Nessel's gone. He's not in the room.
I get up and I tap Freeling on the shoulder. I try to wake her up. Freeling, Captain. I wake her up.
She's like, what is it?
Get up. Nestle's gone.
What? He's not gone. He's right here.
I turn her body over towards Nestle, where Nestle is supposed to be.
And almost like if you dumped cold water on her, she jumps up and she goes like, "Where's Nestle?"
I don't know. I just woke up and he's not there.
Nah.
I'm yelling, by the way, for anybody who might be 10 feet away from me somewhere else.
Okay, that pretty much wakes everyone up then.
Anya just kind of reaches over to where Nestle usually is.
You don't feel anything.
Does she ever?
That's a first.
He doesn't take up a lot of room.
Maybe he finally got up?
Or, I mean, maybe somebody could kidnap her. I don't know. I'm running out. I'm going out. He runs out. And he runs to the Navy boy. What's the back end of a ship called? I'm not memorizing these terms. The butt. He goes to the butt of the boat.
Aft.
Ah, yes, the ass.
What's the stern then?
The front.
Yeah, because it's hard and stern.
What's starboard?
Oh, those are
Starboard
those-
is your right.
Hey, David.
Uh-huh.
David, I climb up.
You climb. Okay.
Are you really?
Climb up to the top of the crow's nest.
Yes.
And it's just gonna be like, Captain Freeling, can you ask the guard guys that you have if they saw him?
It's like, she's like dazed a little bit from just having to just woken up and one in shock that Nestle's missing, and she was like, yeah. She walks up and walks to the closest crewman and goes like, have you seen the little blue guy, Nestle? And she goes like, yeah, I think he walked to the front of the boat.
Out of character, or not out of character. So because this is an audio podcast, nobody got that visual joke I just did.
Assad's
ran
been
around
running
the
around
ship.
like a chicken with his head cut off.
And I've been yelling Nestle this whole time. I think I made it at
And
least
Nestle's
3
probably
trips
just
around the
being
boat.
funny with him.
Nestle is just like, oh, my head hurts. Why do I keep hearing my name?
Oh, so Nestle just thinks he's hearing things.
Nestle!
Wait, hold on.
As soon as you pass Freeling, she stops you. He's like, Assad, calm down. He's, God, my head. He's in the front of the boat.
I think she, as the captain would call it, the stern.
Ooh, I'm captain here. I'm captain now.
Oh, she just
And
called
in
the
all
captain.
honesty,
I'm the
these
captain.
things were used by professional sailors, not merchants.
Fair. Okay, I run to the front of the boat. You know the part of the boat where Jack says that he's king of the world?
And Freeling stands behind you, as she puts her hand over your waist and goes, "Lean over the boat, see if he's down there."
No.
Whatever you say, do not say you're king of the world.
Or she'll drop you.
Well, first of all, that wouldn't make a lot of sense because when you're at sea level, you're at the lowest part of the world.
She
that
drops
you.
you.
Can possibly get. Did she drop me, John Venegas? When did I get here?
Okay, so that's all you hear is your name being repeated over and over again by a voice that sounds exactly like Assad's and one that sounds exactly like Captain Freeling.
What's all this commotion?
I stopped dead in my tracks. Nestle!
You're so loud.
I climb up. Hold on. 10. Fuck.
You climb up the ladders.
Cool.
It has like
Oh yeah,
ladder
it's
bits
got
on
like
them.
handle grips and stuff. Yeah. Nestle, what are you doing up here?
I'm wanting some fresh air. Why are you yelling so loudly?
You're awake.
I mean, yeah, I'm awake.
You're up and walking and climbing for one. Man, you really recovered really
Hold
well.
on. Lower your voice. You're too loud.
How's this?
I died in the Dreamlands, didn't I?
Yeah, you did a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, for you it was probably like yesterday, but
Anya did say that some afflictions would come on us if we died in the Dreamlands, so what happened?
Well, Anya lost her sight and her ability to move her arm. I went I don't know how to explain it. It's like my mind went really fuzzy. Like everyone was talking, but everyone sounded so much softer. And I guess the best way to describe it is I could see and I could see and hear things that people were saying, but I kind of had no idea what they were saying sometimes.
It's like when you're reading and you read through a paragraph, get somewhat distracted, and have to read the whole damn paragraph again.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm not trying to describe this for listeners because they're because of their intelligence. Because I'm pretty sure they would have picked up on it. It's me explaining it because I don't know if I did a good job explaining it or not. Basically, he had cognitive issues. So whenever they would ask him, whenever they asked him the question about the book, like what book caused the spell or whatever, he genuinely was caught off guard and didn't know what they were talking about. Like, he had to scramble and, think really hard about what they were talking about.
Anya was just very distrusting at first, to be honest.
Yeah,
Until she heard Captain Freeling.
Like David said, I had to skip he made me skip the will save, which makes sense because, I'm not thinking about that. I'm not thinking about trusting people or not. I'm just thinking about what's going on, because it took so much effort just to do that. But he's you've been just sitting in your bed and just mumbling for what feels like weeks now. I lost track of time at some point.
exactly 30 days.
Exactly 30 days.
Let me.
Well, no, wait. No, that's not 30 days. It's
28
exactly 4
days.
weeks.
Hey, 28 days later.
Wait, hold on. Let me make a.
As
heal
you
check
say
to
that, you
what
see a
was.
horde of zombies running at the end of the shores.
Alright.
Running on the water.
David,
Yes, Jesus zombies.
would a 23 heal check make me know what I was inflicted with, or no?
Not exactly, no. Well, I mean, I guess, okay, since, it might, I'll roll that over to a future check. If you take time to get, an explanation given to you by Anya, these two professors have been, almost non-stop reading books to try to help you guys out. They describe to you your symptoms and stuff like that, and so you kind of have an understanding of what happened to you. You don't know exactly, everything about your condition you had, but you kind of have an idea of in what state of mind you were in. Freeling, one Freeling shouts out to you, it's like, I don't think it's a good idea to be up there, especially in the condition you were just at, Nestle. Can you please come down?
Fine.
The concern is clear in her voice.
Stop shouting so loudly.
I love how it's just coming off like a freaking hangover.
Climb down from the ladder. And I was like, right here.
One, she slaps you. And then she just gives you a big hug.
What was that?
Basically, the tsundere, how dare you nearly die? Thank God you're alive.
See, I was thinking of Princess Leia and how she acts with Han Solo.
Well, okay, Don had the right idea. It was more like, how dare you almost die? 2, how dare you walk out of the room without telling anyone else, making us think that you were, like, jumped overboard or something. Like, why in your head did you think climbing to a crow's nest at the condition you were at be a bright idea? And then 3, thanks for not dying.
Well,
So, Anya's basically following along the cabin wall to the front of the ship and just kind of, guys, are you there?
Anya?
Well, are you actually leaving the room?
Yes, but she's staying to the wall. She's like
Okay.
almost clutching the wall.
Anya, I'm here.
I hear you. Okay, good. I was a little worried. Yeah, we died in the Dreamlands, dude.
Oh, yeah, I figured. Oh, Captain Sky. You guys seemed like you guys are sleeping, so I didn't want to disturb you and others. Sorry. And I wanted some fresh
They would
air.
have been ecstatic if you disturbed them.
Well, you see, I didn't know that. And I wanted some fresh air and a view of the lands, you see, or the ocean.
River.
River.
We're on a river.
River. Thank you.
I'd love to see it.
Yeah, so I was. I look at, Nestle looks at Anya.
Her eyes are like wide open, like when you're forcing them to stay open.
Anya, you can close your eyes.
You wanna give her the glasses?
I was thinking the same thing.
It's like, Anya, I'm tired of you just looking around with your eyes open. Here, cover them.
For our sake.
Nestle waves his hand, even though it can't even reach in front of Anya. You're blind.
And I can't move this arm. Looks at her arm.
It's probably sitting in a cast or something. In an arm. Well, not
It's
a
just
cast.
it's just kind of
sling.
Yeah.
I guess I'll try to look. I'll look at her arm, and then I'll look to her eyes. And Nestle says, Anya, I don't know if I can cure your arm, but perhaps, I can help you with your eyes.
I mean, I'm willing to accept anything that'll help right now.
Alright, hold on.
I really miss being able to see.
Hold on, give me a minute.
Yeah, Nestle's got this. He cured my blindness.
My extracts have been taking 4 times as long to make. Because I have to
Yeah,
sniff everything.
I was about to just like throw in there. It's like I've been helping.
And Assad has been helping some, especially on things that required me to use 2 hands.
Yep. I don't understand any of the things you're doing, but hey, if you said, hey, shake this or that, I got it.
And thank you for that. It's been quite helpful.
Yeah, except for like the first day when I blew something up, because I didn't know that you were supposed to shake it like not that much.
Yeah.
By the way, I only have 1 alchemist slab left. I don't have enough glasses to have another one. He broke all my jars.
You know what? I am willing to go with that.
We accidentally fused a little girl and a dog.
I hate you so much.
Oh, and he burned himself once, grabbing a very hot glass.
I got better.
And I think
I
he also
told you to
created
put
a
on a
new
glove.
drug. He created a new drug, makes you
Crystal
hallucinate
meth.
so much.
Are we going to actually say that that's a thing?
No.
Damn.
Because I know
Anya
if I
would
say that,
totally
the
sell
first thing
that.
you could try to do is put a price on it and then sell it.
Yeah.
You know it's all way
you know
too
how
well.
I've been playing Anya.
I say he did it, but you don't know what ingredients he used, and he doesn't know what ingredients he used, so you cannot recreate it.
Last time I even got close to seeing was when Assad did whatever that was. It was supposed to be an extract of Fox's cunning, but those were some great hallucinations. I actually got to see colors that day.
What are you gonna do, Nestle?
Okay, so I am going to make my extracts for the day. Woo!
And you
Alright.
can probably even help Anya make hers,
Yeah, and I help Anya.
and
make
actually
hers.
successfully do a lot of it.
You notice that her wording is the same way it was before we went into the basement.
Or you probably throughout this whole conversation, you would have also mentioned that, hey, we don't have our curses anymore.
Honestly, Anya was assuming that Assad said it.
Assad didn't say it. He forgot about it.
Well, while they're making extracts, Anya's just, oh, by the way, these gentlemen removed our curses.
Oh yeah. Also meet our new friends, Garzan and Webelwerg.
This guy does not like you.
Speaking of which, she reaches into the bag of holding that's now in front of her and just kind of pulls out the money bag. Could you count out 1,500 of this for me, Nestle? They went through 4 scrolls of remove curse for us.
Oh, to pay them, of course. I guess I removed the allowed gold.
If you try to offer the money, they'll deny it. They're like, according to Winter, she has hired you to protect us, to defend the boat while we sail down. So just with that, you are already repaying us. Your money's no good.
Thank you.
Anya's just basically going to just bite her lip and just, okay, they're being nice, accept it.
Thank you.
What is this money you speak of? Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I'm a communist. I don't know the meaning of the word literally.
Well, if that's the case, instead, how about this? I'll like to be friends with you two. Yeah, Nestle brings out his hand for a handshake.
Well, I mean, we just spent 4 weeks extremely close to each other, so I would think we will be friends.
Yes, of course.
Anya nods.
Thank you. Nestle hands Anya an extract.
I'm guessing he actually puts it in her hand because she can't
Yes,
see.
he actually
Okay.
puts it in her hand. It's to remove.
Not this again.
Why?
Not
Pop-
this nonsense.
she pops it open and just glug glug glug.
Does that help anything?
Out of character, it's no for that, right?
Do you even know what kind of extract it was?
He said remove blindness, deafness, so.
Okay, so Anya chugs it down. You feel the magic from the extract kind of, spread out through your body. And this thing is supposed to happen almost immediately, but you feel nothing.
She shakes her head. No, it didn't, and in the case of magically caused blindness, this is supposed to work guaranteed. I guess therapy really is the only way in this case. Thank you for trying.
Okay, and at this point, I guess Freeling, Freeling with Assad next to her, just informs him, saying like, according to the crew, they're estimating that we are about to get to the town pretty soon. Just a few more miles down. So, just with Anya in her condition, I'm going to need you and Nestle to just, hold down the fort. I'm just gonna make. We have to make a quick stop here. I have to pick up a few supplies. If there's anything you guys need, you can make a list, and I can try to retrieve any of it. If not, hopefully I can find everything you need and bring that back. I don't want anyone to get off and walk around in this town. This is not a great place to be at for too long. So again, like I said, we're just gonna make a quick stop, and then we're heading back out to sea as soon as possible. Understand that?
Anya nods.
And yeah, there's just a few more miles down, like maybe not even like an hour later. You hear one of the crewmen shouts out, we're approaching town.
Land ho.
Well, not like that, but you see land everywhere. You just approach, like, hey, we're approaching.
We're river pirates. Please, David, give this to me.
And then, a few minutes after that, the boat pulls into the docking bay, and basically she asks us, hey, I'm gonna head out. And she's taking two of her men. Is like,
Anya is going to give a list for 500 gold worth of alchemical ingredients.
You take it from you.
she asks us, and okay, if you give her the list, she goes, is there anything else you guys are gonna need? This is gonna be the last stop we make for a few months, or a few weeks actually.
Maybe we can check the potion shop or something.
I would ask for some stuff to get sold, but I can't see to identify the stuff that we need to sell properly. I suppose I'll have to wait until we get to the next port. Now that the other two have been cured, she has a lot more confidence in being cured herself.
Okay, since you do know this is like a seedy town, I know you got your black market thing. Anything you want from the black market?
Ha! Knew it.
Do you have any gold? Enough gold to purchase something you would want to get in the black market?
Well, as far as direct black market stuff goes, Anya could totally go for some poisons. But also, as far as stuff to sell, as far as the black market goes, there's that broken scythe.
I mean, you being someone in trade knows that, yeah, it's powerful. You sense like a lot of energy coming out of it, but broken, they're not gonna buy it because it's gonna cost more to get it fixed than anything else. You think it'd be extremely difficult to sell that thing broken. If you can fix it, then yeah, you probably think you can get a nice small little fortune with it. But broken like that, no.
Fixed, she could also probably use it, but that's beside the point.
Yeah.
Yeah, some poisons. I'm going to set aside 1,000 gold and look over as far as those go. And we're talking like seriously illegal poison type things.
And I'll give you like a 50% chance to see if you can find a black market connection here.
Yep.
And
it will be a connection within the workers that are helping load the ship, more than likely.
And is there anything, Nestle or Anya or Assad, you're interested in or no?
Well,
if
it's of questionable legality, then you guys can totally ask Anya about it.
I figured.
I think what they're gonna buy, it's up. It's on the uppity up here.
Yeah.
Right. You know what would actually be really nice? I think it would be kind of cool to I can't use wands, but do we have enough money to buy another wand?
Do we have money for what?
More wands? For
yes.
healing? Do we need more?
Well, our Cure Light looks like it's pretty good currently. Actually, wait, no. We could use a new Cure Light.
Oh, can we sell that scimitar? Oh no, wait, that wasn't the Dreamlands. Fuck.
Yeah.
I can't bring shit with us.
You guys are gonna be rich in the Dreamlands, but broke as hell here.
Unfortunately, we can't bring things back unless we find the glitch.
Guys, I found the corner. Just jump in the corner and you can glitch to the wall.
Guys, I brought my actual replay. I got this.
Oh god, I haven't had one
Anya
of those
is
in a long
going to
time.
ask about 2 specific scrolls.
Okay, and which scrolls are those?
A scroll of Eagle's Splendor is going to be one of them. Actually, no, Owl's Wisdom is going to be one of them. And the other one is going to be Bull's Strength.
Okay, those are weird ones, but okay.
They directly buff stats. And one is a stat that has been made very clear that she needs to fix.
Which is that one?
Wisdom.
For your saves?
Not just that, but also for her general planning and such. Because it's been made very clear that she is just not the best at planning things out.
Okay, go ahead and roll a 1d100 with give you a 50% chance, 51 or higher, to see if you find a black market connection. Okay, so you won't be able to get poisons.
Good news is she can still make a good number of the various legal poisons.
Okay, roll another 1d100. Odds, you only find one of the scrolls, even you find both of the scrolls.
Looks like I only find one. Do I get to choose which one?
Yeah, I'll let you choose whichever one you want.
Going for Owl's Wisdom.
Owl's Wisdom. Okay, so they get everything ready. She tells everyone, any last minute things. We are setting sail now if there's nothing else.
I'm looking for one last thing really quick. Hold on. God damn it, there's no poisoning sheaths.
Basically, he's looking for a sheath that can hold poison in it and basically auto-apply.
So I don't have to worry about making Anya do it.
You can do that. You just have to take like a proper feat for that then.
Yeah, there's an item for it in Ultimate Equipment. Okay, so it's on page 57 of Ultimate Equipment, Poisoning Sheath. It's a scabbard that contains... It's only 50 gold, also. It's a scabbard that contains a natural strip of sea sponge in its interior. By carefully pouring a dose of poison into the empty scabbard, full round action, you saturate the sponges with toxin, which keeps it viable and wet for up to 4 hours. Preparing the scabbard carries the normal risk of poisoning yourself, just like poisoning a weapon.
If you stay nice and wet for 4 hours, please contact your doctor and get help.
So it says so you still have the risk of poisoning yourself, but just when you apply it, not when you have to use it. The next weapon you down in the scabbard is automatically poisoned, and then when you take it out, it's still poisoned. So that's the point of it. It's so that I can apply it now and use it later instead of having to do it right then.
And it can hold more than 1 dose of poison.
It says a dose of poison. Also, it does say here that it is illegal in areas that outlaw poison. So maybe it's illegal. I don't know. It's up to you.
This being a sketchy port, I doubt that.
Okay, I already said this place is a sketchy area, so I'll give you 75% chance you'll find it. Roll a 1d100, 25 and above. She finds this for you.
Okay, I got you. 86.
Okay, she finds it for you. And this is like one of the last things she brings up, and she walks up to a side and goes, "This little bastard was hard to find, so hope you treat it nicely," as she tosses it to you.
Thank you. Alright. Hey, you know what though? This thing is going to be very useful.
Better be, cost a good penny. Hard to find, like I said. Or pretty copper.
Yeah, what's a penny?
Oh my god, I swear we talked about this last time.
No, you're the one who changed your word. I'm messing around.
Okay, so if that's it, we set sail.
Yes.
And we're off for another month travel until we make another stop. As we sail down, she turns to Ya and goes like, "We're still not out of the clear. We need to make it through. We still need to sail down a few more miles down the river before we can really call it a success. the town we just stopped in. Well, what's the name of the town actually? Let me give you the name of the town.
Ooh, the one we just stopped in?
Yeah.
Murderburg.
Yes, we just stopped on Murderburg. The name of it is called Razmaran.
Razamaran.
Razmaran. She tells you that they cover a long portion of the river, so we're still not out of the safe zone. So I think everyone keep an eye out. Assad and Nestle, give me some perception checks as we sail down the river.
Perception.
I'm not on row 20, so I don't know what perception checks I got.
Nestle got a 28.
28. Okay. Assad, did you want to make one or no?
You know what? Hey, you know what? I'm feeling very happy with my new poisoning sheath. So I feel like I'm the king of the world right now. 16 is pretty good for Assad, so I'm not complaining.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. So as you guys are sailing down the river, she tells you we're almost on the clear. Just sail down a few more clicks down, and we should be on the clear. As she says that, you see a boat, a pretty good sized boat, probably the size of the boat you guys are on. Starts pulling up, right, almost sailing straight for y'all, and both of y'all see this.
There's a boat approaching, guys. I guess I run to Sky. I say, there's a boat approaching.
As you inform her, she turns around to see what you're talking about, and she stares it down, and she goes, "Okay, don't worry, everything's gonna be okay. Just," she tells you not to act or anything like that. And you see the boat pulls up next to the sailing starling. Now, I know there's a big gap in between here, but I'm going to put it anyways. So, don't pay attention to that beneath that's down there. Okay, so you see a boat. You see this boat approach y'all and kind of keeps pace with y'all. As you see a man in like a weird type of robe / armor kind of clothing, kind of like waves at Freeling, almost telling them like, "Yo, slow down, need you to stop." And she lowers and she kind of slows the boat down to a stopping point, along with the boat stops as well, and they get right next to each other. As they pull up, they release a plank, and you see this man walk across it with 3 other crewmen of his, and they seem to be like the only ones there from what you can see. The gentleman, the main one, the one you can probably assume is the captain, greets y'all. "Good afternoon, gentlemen and ladies. What brings you down my fair river?" As he shouts out to all of y'all. And Freeling steps in and goes like, "No need for you to put on a show here. We're just passing by. Everything has been taken care of. I purchased passage through here." And you see her take out a piece of paper, and gives it to him. And he reads it and everything. It's like, "Oh, yes, you are, this is the proper paperwork. Oh, you are very efficient in your job, aren't you?" And then he crumbles it and throws it overboard. And he goes like, "Too bad our rates have increased since this morning. And it seems like you would have to pay a bit more of those taxes now. So, how about you generously donate some of that money some of that gold piece towards us, and we will make our way and let you continue. Freeling steps up to them and is like, that's not right. We've made our payment in the town. Everything has been taken care of. Oh, like I said, this morning our tax rate just increased. We were not expecting it, but things happen. And when things happen, some people are affected. Sadly, you're one of them. So, like I said, how about you pay us what you owe, and we'll let you pass by. And she has a panicked face. You feel like she does not have the money to pay anything else. What do y'all do?
Well, I mean, Anya's in the room.
Oh, Captain Sky. Who are these people?
They're just thugs, okay? Typically, they sail around the river, hassling people, taking their gold, if not their whole ship. Usually, if you stop by the town, you can purchase a safe passage. They're supposed to honor it. It's given by the church, and there's one thing that this town respects is their church.
What's their church? Just the name of their church.
Well, give me a religion check.
Well, wouldn't she tell me, and then I would?
Oh, I mean, I guess. Okay, well, she tells you the town is a worshiper of Razmir.
Okay. All right, religion check. That is a 20 total.
So, I guess a quick description of Razmir. Hopefully I am pronouncing his name right. Razmir is known as the living god. He's known as the living god. He is, many people don't really consider him a god in a sense. They just consider him a very powerful being. But many of his followers think of him as being the only deity to be living on Galarian. He's like, he's not like
He's basically Galarian's version of Talos.
I guess, yeah. He's a very, very powerful being who has just become a god for many people, and many people choose to serve him as a god. He is evil aligned, therefore his followers are also of that same nature. But you do know that. But one thing about Razmir is that people who do follow him truly do give respect to him. So any deals done on behalf of his name, if they are true followers, will respect that. So which is why Freeling is very pissed off at the situation, because she has, like she said, free passage or safe passage granted to her by the church. She has paid for that, and they have chosen to disrespect that. Ladies, gentlemen, I don't have all day. Please pay what you owe so you may continue.
How do you want to deal with this?
I think that the best thing we can do, honestly, is let Anya talk to them. I think she's kind of... You remember how we got on the boat in the first place? We let Anya do the talking. That's why.
Do you think she's in the right state of mind to do that?
I think she's... When it comes down to her, to what she... I think that it takes a lot... It's less about heart and more about... It's less about knowing what to say than it is feeling what to say. And I think she's got this.
Okay, as you're having this conversation, you just hear... as the three men that are with him, you see them like unsheath their weapons. It's like,
whoa! You don't have to do this here. I mean,
Well, it seems like you take talking as more of a priority here when you're being demanded of something.
Do you have a banker, huh?
Yes, that's me.
Yeah, we don't. So we're trying to budget, so give us a second. Alright. Be right back. Anya. We're being invaded by pirates.
Do we need Andres, or do we need me to talk to them?
Well, okay, first of all, and then he describes the situation between the church and how they're taking...
Oh, God.
They're demanding more ransom
Idiots
money.
like this. Do we know how much they're asking?
We have no idea. It looked like Sky didn't have enough.
Yeah,
At
as
least
this
the
is
way
happening,
Lead the way.
the main guy, turns to Assad and goes like, "Your friend has 2 minutes."
They've got it.
Hey, I'm back.
How much is the added tax, sir?
The easiest math I can do for you will be just hand everything over. That should cover everything.
Well, Assad, Nestle, it seems that it's time to once again earn our keep.
Oh, are you talking about a little bit of and then he puts his hand and fist together, kind of like very what's the word?
Well,
nonchalantly?
Anya's already bringing out a.
Oh right, you're blind.
extract.
Fuck.
Anya's already bringing out an extract.
Oh, all right. Well, guys, I think it's time for us to talk a little bit about. Wait, hold on. Don't say this out loud. I realize that this would maybe catch them off. Well, they know that we don't want. They know we're not gonna play nice. Well, it looks like we're gonna have to talk about this in the language that we're most familiar with. Then, that's my one-liner.
Anya's is it's time to earn our keep.
Nestle, do you have a one-liner you want to give in this?
Investigator.
Just investigator.
Oh, I mean, he sees you reach for something. You, Assad, decide to make a little air punchy thing, and you see him kind of like give an exhausted expression, like, all you had to do was play nice and hand everything over. Everything.
Oh,
And all you had to do was not be a dick.
I don't mind taking care of things the hard way as well. And he whistles as about 5 other crewmen walk out onto the ship deck as well. Total of 9 people. Everyone will roll for initiative, but we'll continue this next time.
We'll roll for initiative next time too, then, because I'm not doing
Yeah.
that again.
All right.
nice.
Well, we made it, guys.
We did it.
We survived.